curve fitting. This is one of the important topic in your syllabus. And let us start with the basic concept of curve fitting. Curve fitting is related to the plotting of a data or finding out the curve or the equation related to the given data. This is we need to find, and we shall discuss a linear curve, exponential curve, and we will also discuss the method of a principle of least squares. So let us start with that. The today's topic of the class is curve fitting, and we have to fit a curve.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, screen is not with.
स्क्रीन मैंने प्रेजेंट नहीं करा. Okay. अब देखिए बेटे, विजिबल है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, we need to fit the equation of a straight line, and that is y equal to a plus bx. We know that this is the equation of a straight line, and we shall fit by using the given data values, and the data values are given to us. There are the values of x and y which is given to us. X starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These are the values of x variable given to us, and the y values have been given to us, that is 52.5. This is your first value, and the second value is 58.7, 65. Fourth value is 70, 75.4, 81.1, 87.2, 95.5, 102.2 and 108.4. So these are the values of x and y given to us. Now, this is because there are data values from 1 to 10. Ultimately 10 values are given. So we can split the total data value. This is also the procedure in which we can do this. We shall divide the total values in group 1. This is called the values of group 1, and this will be called as the values in group 2. This is also x and y. So we shall divide the total data into two groups, 1 to 5 in the first group, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the second group. And we shall also divide the values of y respectively, and this will be 70, 75.4. In the group 2, we shall have 81.1, 87.2, 95.5, 102.2 and 108.4. Just to make the question easier, we are doing so. This is one of the procedure in which we will divide the total values into two subgroups. Group number 1, this, and group number 2 is this. So now let us find out the averages, and the averages will be x1 bar. This will be of first group, and similarly x2 bar will be of second group. So the total of x1, this will come out to be x1 bar, and this covers 3 and 3, 6, 12, 15. 15 upon 5, this come out to be 3, and this come out to 40 upon 8, this come out to be 5. Similarly, we shall have the average of first group values of y, and this will come out to be 321.8 divided by 5. This is the 64.36, and in this we shall have a 94.88. You can calculate it. This is the average we have calculated, because we are going to apply the method of averages. The most easiest method is the method of averages we are going to use for finding out the curve fitting. And a curve fitting mean we need to find out the equation of the curve. And what is the curve? This is the equation of the curve. Name it as number 1. It is the equation of a straight line. This is a straight line. And this was the question that fit a straight line to the data. So we have to fit the straight line. Now from the straight line we can find out y1 bar is equal to a plus b x1 bar. This is the procedure actually. So this is equation number 2. Okay. First of all, put the values even. Similarly, we shall have the second equation for group 2, y2 bar is equal to a plus b x2 bar. And from this we can write down y1 bar is 64.36 a plus b x1 bar. So this will be 3b. Name it as 2. And from this we shall get 94.88 and a plus 5b. This is equation number 3. Just what we need to do, we need to find out a and b from this. So subtract and a will be cancelled with this a. Ultimately this will be minus 2b and this will be, after subtracting, you will get 8 minus 6 come out to be 2. This will be 5. This will be 0 and this will be 3. So ultimately you will be able to find out, minus will be cancelled. You will be able to find out the value of b, and b will come out to 6.104. This will be the value of b actually. You will be find out. You will be able to find out. What was this total? Okay. Sorry. A little mistake is there. In group 2, the total values are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to divide by 5. The number of values will divide. So ultimately it is 8, not 5. Please rectify. Similarly, as in group 1, the number of values are 5. We shall divide with the number of x values. So what it come out to be? This will be 8, this will be 5. So minus will be cancelled. So this will be your value of b. So by putting the value of b in any of the equation, you will be able to get a, and a come out to be 46.048. This is your a, this is your b, and you just put the values in equation number 1. And what was that? That was y equal to a plus bx. So what is a? That is a 46.048 plus 6.104x. So this is your required equation of a straight line. So this is the procedure to find out the curve fitting of a straight line to the data. Data values were given to us. Now we shall do the question related to exponential. Exponential equation will be of this type. So we shall fit the data for this exponential equation. So the question is, we have the data values, and the data values are given similar to that. The x values are given and the y values are given. So the x values are given again, and there are 8 x values given to us, that is 10, 20, 30 and 40. Now I am straight away going to divide into 2 groups. This is group number 1 and this will be group number 2. I am straight away dividing, and the next x values are given to us 50, 60, 70, 80. Remember, we are doing the question for this exponential equation. The values of y are 1.06, 1.33, 1.52, 1.68, and here 1.81, 1.91, 2.01 and 2.11. So these are the values given to us. But because we are going to find out for exponential equation, this is not a linear equation. So again you will name it as equation number 1, taking log both sides. Taking log, you will get log y is equal to e, and okay, that will be log a plus b log of x, and the log is with base 10. We are going to take the log, and what it will be, name it as, and this is a new variable, this is not y, this is another variable, so name it as capital Y, name it as capital A, name it as capital B into capital X. So this is the new naming of the question, where Y is this, A is this, B is similar to B, and capital X is this, log of x to the base 10. So this is your new equation, because we are converting the exponential equation into linear. This is the new linear equation in y and x. Now, for this, let us calculate the new values for capital X will be calculated here, capital X and capital Y, and this will be for group 1. This will be calculated for group 1. Similarly, we shall calculate capital X and capital Y for group 2. And what is capital X? That is the log of x to the base 10. And the capital Y is log of y to the base 10. These are the values we shall calculate. This is also same, log of x to the base 10. So we need to calculate, and we can use the scientific calculator for this purpose. Log of y to the base 10, and the new values will be calculated, and this will be 1.0, this will be 1.3010, and this will be 1.4771, 1.6020. So, and from here y will be 0.0253 and 0.1238, and this will be 0.1818, and this will be 0.2253. So these are the values of capital X and capital Y. Similarly, in group 2, we shall have 0. Sorry, this is not 0. This is 1 point. This is your 1.6989. By taking the log, how to find out this value of capital X? You will take the log 50. You just now calculate. If you have scientific calculator, you calculate the log of 50 is this value, and log of 60 is 1.7781. You can also calculate the log value by the help of a logarithmic table. 1.8450, 1.9030. One more advice to you, this is the advice for the students, that you must carry the logarithmic table in the final exams with you. Don't depend on the examiners or the invigilators that they will provide you. If they are providing you, then it's okay, but you should have your own arrangement. So I advise that you carry the logarithmic table with you, logarithmic and anti-logarithmic table, because we also need anti-log. And this value is 0.2576, 0.2810, 0.3031, and 0.3243. Now, these are the values we have been able to calculate, and because we have to apply the method of group averages, for this we need x1 bar and we need x2 bar. Similarly, we need y1 bar, we need y2 bar. And you know that x1 bar will be sigma x1 divided by the number of values. 4 values are there. So what it come out to be? That come out to 1.3450, because you will take the total of this. That will be your sigma x1. Similarly, this will be your sigma y1, and this will be your sigma x2, and this will be your sigma y2. And your values of y1 bar is 0.1390. The total number of values are 4 in each case: 1.8062, 0.2924. So these are the averages, group averages we have. Now we shall apply the means to equation 2. So therefore the new equation will be y1 is equal to a plus bx1, and y2 plus y2 is equal to a plus bx2. Now put the values here. Y1 is 0.1390, capital A plus capital B into x1 is 1.3450, and y2 is 0.2924. This is capital A plus capital B into 1.8062. Now these are the equations in capital A and capital B. So you will find out the values of capital A and capital B. After solving linearly, you can subtract these two equations. A will be cancelled with this A whenever you subtract. So after subtracting, you will be able to find out the value of B, and B come out to be 0.3304, and A will come out to be negative 0.3054. This will be your value of A, and this will be your value of B. No, note that the value of a capital A come out to be negative. So what is a capital A? We shall put the value here. The value of a capital A is this one, that is log A to the base 10 is equal to negative 0.3054. Then to calculate A, we have to take log on the other side, and it will become anti-log, and you will be able to calculate the value of small a. That will be 0.4950, and the capital B is the same as the small b. You just see. So this is your value of small b, also 3304. So you can put the equation was y equal to a, that was 0.4950, x raised to power b 0.3304. We have substituted the values of small a and small b in equation 1, and your equation 1 was y equal to ax per b. So this is the question, or this is the procedure to find out the equation. So this is your equation, exponential equation, in which we have been able to find out a and b. Remember, if you are not aware about the logarithmic table or anti-logarithmic table, you should revise it again, and you should be well mature. You can take the help of scientific calculator also, but you must have practice by using the logarithmic table. You should be able to find out the logarithmic and anti-logarithmic values, because in each type of exponential question you have to find out log values or anti-log values. So this is another type. One more type is you can practice a b raised to power x. This is another type. You can practice for this type also by using the same data value of this question. So using the same data values of this question, you will practice for this exponential equation also. And for this exponential equation, it is clear that you will take the log to the base 10, log a to the base 10, and that will be x log to the base 10 of b. Now x is okay, It means x will be equal to, this will be capital Y is capital A plus capital B into capital X. Now x is the same to capital X. So there is no change in the value of x. Other values have been changed. So this is the equation of linear, and you will use the method of group averages again. So this is the procedure to find out the equation or fitting of the curve. Wait a minute. Let me check the copy of syllabus. Your syllabus involves curve fitting by the method of least square and fitting of straight line. Method of least squares, division 2. Now, come to the method of least square. There will be little change for the method of least squares. This is important. Method of least squares. So you have to fit the curve, whether the curve is a linear curve like y equal to a plus bx, or the exponential curve y equal to ax per b or ab per x. So you may have any type of the curve. So this is the equation of a straight line. Suppose we have to do the question for this, and then you must have the values of x and y. And we have given that in the table value. Y is the weight of a potassium bromide. Potassium bromide is, I think the chemical formula is AbR2, if I remember. And probably this is a capital K, and this is bromine. Br2 become bromide. So this is the weight in grams given to us, and which will dissolve in 100 gram of water at a temperature x degree. This is the temperature given to us in a degree Celsius. 0 degree, 10 degree, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60, and the last value is 70. Up to this value is given, and this is the weight of bromide in grams: 53.5, 59.5, 65.2 and 70.6, 75.5, 80.2, 85.5, 90. So these are the weights of potassium bromide given to us. Now the important is we need to use the normal equation. So the normal equation which are standard, and we have to remember normal equations of one. What is one? Straight line. And these are standard, and the normal equations are, that is sigma capital Y. Y will be written to sigma capital Y, and it will be written as n and A plus B sigma capital X from this, and now you will multiply it with X. So X Y, and this will be A into sigma X plus B sigma X square. This is first normal equation. This is the second normal equation. You just see how to find it. For finding out the first normal equation, you just take the summation. Sigma small y will become sigma capital Y. When there is a constant, you will multiply with it with n. N means the number of values: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. N is 8 in this case. So you will put n equal to 8 plus the constants will be written as it is x summation. So the summation of x. But remember, the small letters will be changed to capital X. And similarly, in the next equation, you will multiply it with x. There will be no term. That will be a will be as it is. There will be sigma x plus b sigma x squared. Now we require summation total of this, and we require these values. And how to find out? We shall find out the mean value, that will be named as assumed mean for calculating capital X. Capital X will be x minus assumed mean, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the below we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4. So either you can take 30 or you can take 40. Suppose in this case I take 40. This is said to be as assumed mean. And similarly, we shall have assumed the value of y, and 40 to parallel to 40 is 75.5. So this is the value you can take. Assumed values you can take any. Whether you take 30, you can also take 70.6. There is no doubt about that. Now you can take the difference. 0 minus 40 will be minus 40, minus 30, minus 20, minus 10, 0, 10, 20, 30. So you can be able to find out sigma x. And your sigma x come out to be minus 40. I leave it here. You can calculate sigma y, and that come out to be 15.2. And similarly, you will be able to find out xy, and the sigma xy will come out to be 2101, and sigma x square will be calculated. So this will be x square. A new column you will find x square, and its total come out to be sigma x square, that is 4400. Now put all these values in 1 and 2, and you will have 15.2, that is 8a plus, and you should have sigma x, that is minus 40b. And similarly, sigma xy is 2101, that will be sigma x minus 40a, and the sigma x square will be 4400 into b. So you have to simplify these two equations for a and b, and you should be able to calculate a and b. And a in this case come out to be 4.49. You have to calculate, b is 0.5183, and your setting will be y equal to a plus bx, that will be 4.49 plus 0.5183 into x. This is your new equation of a straight line. So this is the procedure of curve fitting. By this procedure, you will be able to fit the curve with the data values. So I stop my class here. We shall continue in the next class. Any question? Any question you want to ask?
No, sir.